One night my Twitter feed started blowing up that news of a new Pokemon game will be coming to the Nintendo Switch, and within a few minutes of seeing all that news, the trailer for Pokemon Let's Go dropped. When I watched it, I was so blown away and I was so hype. I was literally in a call with Dylan and I was screaming to her about how excited I was for it. That was until I watched the trailer back and realized that there's no wild battles, and that was kind of a deal breaker for me, and I was just putting the game on the back burner because I thought, that's stupid, who do we even want to play that? It's just Pokemon Go, and I never even played Pokemon Go and I didn't like it. Since I did the Mario Odyssey review, I've kind of been in love with the idea of doing reviews, so I had to get the game just to see if the controversial bits of it are really going to take away from the fact that it's a good core Pokemon game. Before I even talk about the game, let's just talk about how every time I start up the game I feel ashamed of myself. This is pretty much what happens every time I do it. But let's get into the game. It's actually very faithful to the characters and Pokemon from first generation. You got Zubat, you got Paris, you got Geodude, you got Tortellini, you got Pastini, you got Linguini, Fettuccini. You got all the Pokemon that you could ever want in this game. Actually, it's just the first generation Pokemon and then some new legendary bits, mobs that you find in your dad's toolbox. Now, I've only played to the second gym leader, and this is sort of a first impressions because I just wanted to get a review out really quickly while the game is still relevant, and then I might do another review if my opinion changes. But I actually think it's really good, and it's basically like playing Pokemon in double speed because you don't have to do the battles, so you just catch a Pokemon, which it isn't always easy. Sometimes the controls are weird, and I'm swinging to the left and the right, and it's just like throwing the ball in places that I'm not even trying to throw it. And I don't know how Pokemon Go works, so I didn't understand the mechanics of it until I had like a person tell me. And I like that there are more rare Pokemon in areas that you can use lures to get like rare Pokemon. Like I used a lure in the forest and I found a Bulbasaur doing that, but then like 10 minutes later some chick just gives me a Bulbasaur. So there was kind of a lot of effort in there that just ended up having someone give it to me because I never played Pokemon Yellow, so I didn't know that people would just give the Pokemon to you, so that was pretty stupid on my end. But then you got stuff like from the game, because there's like Team Rocket, there's Jesse and James, and there's Meowth, but Meowth doesn't actually talk. But you got all your favorite Pokemon from Gen 1. You got Bulbasaur, he does his Leech Seed, it looks super cool. I feel like the little plants should have outlines on them, but that's just like a nitpick on my end. And you even got a good Pokemon like Drowsy. Oh my god, no, please, okay. Oh my god, no, stop, don't do this, stop it. Okay, 0 out of 10, that Drowsy animation, that is horrible. But hey, you can ride on Onix if you want to, and you get kicked out of it every half a second because the map isn't big enough to actually ride on Onix. Yeah, this game's a 0 out of 10. Wait a minute, I could teach Eevee Payday? Hey, get that money, boy. Yeah, get that money, get that money. Yeah, get paid, get that money. Get that money, baby. Alright, I'm gonna give this game an 8 out of 10 just because I could teach Eevee Payday and just throw money at people. But if you're into Pokemon and you don't want to do those high IQ grinding and IVs and all of that nerdy stuff, yeah, I would recommend getting this. It's actually a really good game, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm not like super over the moon about it, but when I pick it up, it's hard for me to actually put it down to be productive. So obviously it's doing something good for me. So if you want my recommendation, I would say if you have money for Smash and you bought Smash already, then don't buy it. But if you're gonna choose Pokemon or Smash, why would you ever choose Pokemon over Smash? So yes, my final review is 8 out of 10 because Payday, just because of the move Payday.